Okay, so I want to start with Microsoft Office 365 and their new product. Well, I shouldn't say new product, it's been out for a while, but now it seems to be working really well out of the beta phase. But it's called Microsoft Immersive Reader, and if you don't know about this tool, it is absolutely wonderful. It's not only great for our dual language kids, it's also great for students with dyslexia or any student who's having trouble reading or having trouble with reading comprehension, because it allows them to control what they're reading, and basically any text, which is what's awesome. And I want to demo a few things on how you can use Immersive Reader in Office products as well as other services out there. So of course, first, log into your Microsoft Office 365. Now, if you don't have an Office 365 account, it's actually free for educators and free for students. So if your district is not signed up to be part of Office 365, that should not be a problem. You still should be able to sign up using your district email. Now, if your district does have access, I would definitely reach out to them, make sure it's okay for you to log in, because that really opens up a lot of different things for you guys. Like our district in Maynard ISD, we basically use Google for everything, but we also have access to Office 365, which gives us access to these tools. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and log in. I'm logged in now. Now what I'm gonna do first, I'm gonna go ahead and demo quick use of Immersive Reader on, let's say, a Word doc. So I'm gonna go ahead and start a new blank document in Microsoft Word. So I have some text copied, so I'm going to go ahead and paste that text in. And it's a little poem for fourth graders about a dancing dog. So here's the poem, and I just pasted it into Word, and you guys can use any Office product, obviously. Any text out there that you find, you can copy and paste it in. Now to turn on the Immersive Reader function, and this does work on mobile devices as well, Chromebooks, and it also works on iPads. So if you have the iPad apps for Word and Office 365, you can use this as well. You simply select View, and then under View, you'll have one of the options there. We'll say Immersive Reader. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn that on. And you notice my screen automatically changes. The text is now focused, and we'll have some options here. So first off, obviously the text is a little bigger. And you also have a play button down here, which actually reads whatever text is highlighted. If I just want to, start from the beginning, I can start from the beginning and it'll read the entire passage.
Once every day, so people can watch.
Okay, so you can have the whole thing. You can even control the pace. So if it's reading too slow, you can speed it up, and so on. If you don't want a female voice, you can change it to a male voice. Now here, text preferences, right now it's pretty large. You can change this, and you have full control over how you control the size of the fonts. This is with increased spacing. That is normal. I think the increased spacing does help. You can change fonts, which could be beneficial for some students. Now, if there are students who have trouble concentrating, if they're dyslexic, they can change the colors of the background to help them focus on what they're seeing. You even have some more options of colors. Now, those are some. Go ahead and go back to, let's say, you know what? I'm gonna leave it in this like neutral color. Now I'm gonna go ahead and go to the second option, the grammar options. Now this one actually allows me to highlight syllables, which is really fun to see. Students who still have trouble identifying nouns, we can highlight anything in purple will be a noun, anything in red would be a verb. So you can show, have the students basically control anything here to help them navigate this passage. Then the last focus here has a few different options. Now for someone like me, dyslexic, if I see a whole page with words, it drives me crazy. So I have to do the line focus. Line focus really helps me. Maybe not one line, but about 3 lines here. And what it does is every time it's reading, it'll automatically be shifting down. So
As he wiggles away, he started on TikTok.
So it focuses on the lines, helps me concentrate on what is being said. Now, right now, you can translate the entire passage into several different languages. Of course, majority of us here in this area are going to be going with Spanish, and it actually has one labeled for Mexico. So I'm going to go Spanish by word or by document. I'm going to go ahead and just switch the entire document to Spanish. And sometimes this goes a little crazy when you do the line focus, so I'm just going to turn that off. All right, and turn that back on, and there it is. So now you notice the document is in Spanish and the voice still works.
A mi perro le gusta disco. En TikTok para divertirse.
Okay, so as you can see, it does read it in Spanish. And another really neat feature here is that it has a picture dictionary. So if a student's having trouble with a certain word, you can select the word and notice it has an image of what that is supposed to be. So se está divirtiendo. It shows some people there. For dog, it might have a picture of the dog. Sometimes it doesn't show everything. But dancing, it does. It shows different ways you can dance. And of course you can
Bailar.
have them just say the word. So this is a really, really awesome feature. And what's great is this Immersive Reader feature. You know, you can see, go back to the original. I'm going to get out. It works on all Office 365 products, and it also works on those applications that were listed below on the page, plus so many more. You can click on that link. It's going to take you to a list of all the different applications that use Immersive Reader. Now, there's another really neat feature built into PowerPoint on Office 365 that uses Immersive Reader, which basically does closed captioning like we did with clips, but it does it on a live presentation. So if you're presenting to a class, you know, let's say on Zoom or whatever, and you want the Spanish translation to be appearing on the bottom, you can do that. Now, I'm not going to say it's the best translation out there, but it is pretty good, and it's better than nothing. So I'm going to select slideshow here, and here it says always use subtitles. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and use subtitles. I'm going to say below the slide, and then I'm going to tell it what my spoken language is, which is English. And I'm going to go ahead and select the subtitle language, which I'm going to go ahead and pick Spanish. So now when I present, I will be seeing the text appear on the bottom for whatever I'm presenting. So I'm going to go ahead and presentation mode on PowerPoint, and notice the translation on the bottom is coming out in Spanish. So if I move my slides, you know, if I'm talking global technology, smart products, voice recognition, artificial intelligence, VR, all those things are going to be translated on the bottom of the screen, which is a pretty amazing tool, and it helps a lot when you're presenting, let's say on Zoom, and you have to have some kind of translation on. Now, like I said, it's not going to be absolutely perfect, but it is better than nothing. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is quickly demo Nearpod. So Nearpod, we have a license in our districts, and we use it quite a bit. We use it a lot. But it also has Immersive Reader built in, and every application that has Immersive Reader built in, usually you have to go turn that feature on. So if you are a Nearpod user, I just kind of wanted to show you that. So you click on your profile, select the settings, and it's right here in the middle. Enable Immersive Reader. If you turn that on, when students are using a Nearpod lesson and it has text on the screen, the little Immersive Reader icon is going to pop up, and they can use it with the Nearpod lesson. All right, and every app, like I said, is going to be a little bit different on how that works, but that is one of your options. Okay, so I am going to share, you know, several links in here for you to learn a little bit more about Immersive Reader. And this website right here actually goes in depth on everything. And if you want a demo on exactly how it works, you can go ahead and just basically click see how it works, and it'll guide you through the whole process. All right, that's Immersive Reader.